Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be reviewing the brand new disc from Innova Discs, the Halo Rollo. Since the Rollos came on the market, it's blown up quite a lot. Originally debuted in the Star Plastic, and since then has become a really popular disc for beginners, for intermediates, and even advanced players. For beginners, it's a really easy disc to throw, get easy distance, lots of glide. For intermediates, it's a good disc to learn how to do rollers, and for advanced players, you could do fun hyzer flip turnover shots, forehand flip ups that act like righty hyzers, huge rollers. It's just a really fun disc. Brought a lot of spark to the disc golf scene. Since they made it in the Star Plastic, they've also made it in DX Plastic, Champion Plastic, and now Halo Plastic. Comparing this Rollo to others, it looks very similar. Going off of what Halo Plastic really is, Halo Plastic is really known to make a lot of their discs way more overstable. That's pretty true for all discs, I would say. It's not only more overstable, it's way more durable, and typically just won't beat in. So I'd be curious to see if this is way more overstable, if this is maybe a disc that's for slightly intermediate to advanced players where you can use it without having to put too much hyzer on it. You could just put it on a little bit of hyzer, flip up and turn over, and maybe be a little bit better for players that are wanting to like get further rollers without it just burning over and just fading out. So in today's video, I'm going to be comparing the Halo Rollo to the two other Rollos that I have, which is a Champion Rollo and a Star Rollo that I've had for a little while. I haven't used it too much, even though it looks beat up. I think I just scraped it on a couple rocks. But yeah, in this video, going to be testing how these three fly, if there's any differences, and see if this disc is right for you, essentially. I'm going to be throwing each of these discs in a variety of ways: hyzers, flat, and max distance. And I also have a special guest that's going to be throwing these discs as well, and you can get a feel for how two different players throw. Let's take these three discs, bring them out to the field, and review them. I'll see you there. Hey guys, made it to the field, and I'm here to test those discs, and I'm with special guest, my dad. What's up? We're co-owners of Disc Zone here, local Santa Cruz, and figured I'd bring him into this video because he uses the Rollo quite often. It's his distance driver. So a little bit about him: he's 650 rated, 656. Yeah, whatever. 650, 656, same thing. He's been playing for about the same time as me. Doesn't play too often, but figured I'd include him. You want to tell him anything about yourself?
No, I'm just gonna throw it.
So first things first, I'll be throwing all three of the discs. I'm gonna be throwing them on a little bit of hyzer, like 80%, just so you guys can see how they react, see if there's any differences, and most importantly, to see if the Halo Rollo flies any different than the other two. But let's get started. Dude, that thing is so easy to throw. Oh, way less hyzer. Like a roller. Still roller. Oh, it's a thing. Ooh, got some turn on that one. That one's definitely more stable, I think. I don't.
Oh, I rounded that one. You're gonna cut that out, right?
All right, after throwing all 3 discs, I'm being honest, they all fly pretty similar. I noticed that I obviously threw them pretty inconsistently. One got on roll. The Star Rollo got a nice pan out, and then the Halo Rollo I definitely didn't throw on as much hyzer. I kind of pulled it, but they all seem pretty similar. It doesn't seem like the Halo Rollo is much more stable. I kind of figured it would be. Once my dad threw, it seemed like it was maybe a little bit more stable, but not really. He'll give his thoughts right now, but that's just mine.
All right, my first thoughts are that all 3 discs flew basically with the same distance for me, within a straight line. They were within 15 feet from most stable to least stable. The one thing I want everybody to know that's watching for some reason, that 40-mile-an-hour headwind stopped for that brief time that you saw Chris's throws. That might explain the small difference in distance that you saw between us. And actually, that's really the most important takeaway here. But again, they all flew pretty similar. Most stable, least stable, right in between. And again, just about within 15 feet of each other. But same distance, but 15 feet laterally. I'm gonna try and throw these on anhyzer and try to actually get them to roll. So we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna start, since the Halo is the most stable, I'll throw that first. Probably least likely to roll for me, but we'll see. If any of them will roll for me.
That's a nice pan. Nose up.
Yeah, that was 2 nose up, I guess. That was terrible. I got a roller. Woo! That's probably that rolled like 500, I think. Well, my final thoughts on the discs are that for me, all 3 flew pretty much close to the same on the regular throws, but I actually got the Star Rollo, which I said early on was the least stable to actually probably for the first time actually roll on me when I threw it on anhyzer.
All right, my dad just threw all 3. Funny enough, the stabilities really showed there. Halo definitely fought out the most when he tried to throw a roller. Star was definitely the most understable. I'm going to do 2 more throws, where one, I try to throw just a max distance shot, see how hard I can throw it on hyzer and see if it can pan out and see how much distance I can get. And then the second shot, I'm gonna throw a roller and see how far I can get with a roller. And yeah, so we'll start with max distance. Hey guys, back out here in the field. Realized as I was editing the video that probably wasn't fair that I was throwing into a little bit of crosswind. Figured I'd come out early in the morning when there's less wind. If not, there's a little bit of tailwind right now, so you can see the true flights of each of these discs. So I'll throw them one more time. So after throwing these discs a few times, it was a lot easier to tell when there's less wind out on the field. I could tell that even when I put it on a lower line, that it would flip up and it wouldn't just burn over. It would kind of just slowly pan and drift. Never really fully fought out, but I threw it really low. And then in comparison to the Champ Rollo, I threw it a lot higher and actually it slipped out of my fingers because it was a little wet, and it still wanted to flip up and burn a lot quicker than the Halo Rollo. It fought out at the end just because of how much height I put on it. And then the Star Rollo, no matter how much height I really wanted to put on it, and how much I tried to put consistent hyzer on all of them, it really wanted to flip up and just burn over the quickest out of all of them. That was kind of an interesting thing because yesterday I felt like they were all pretty similar, as I said before, but in no wind, it's a little bit easier to notice. I would say it's a significant difference, but it's not significant to the point to where they're different discs by any means. It's still the same mold. It's not like the plastic is making it way more stable or changing any of the other flight characteristics. But based on those throws, I guess that concludes my review of the Halo Rollo. Was really excited to try this disc, and it kind of performed when I came out here with no wind. Overall, this disc is as popular as can be, and the Halo plastic should be just as popular. Fresh look. I love the new stamp. If you guys want this exact Rollo, I'll be putting this on my used rack, putting it for a significantly discounted price. So if you're ever in the Santa Cruz area and you want this Halo Rollo, make sure you pick it up in my store. It'll be on the used rack. But if you don't want this exact Rollo because you're not in the area or you want a brand new one, I have a few colorways right now. I'll be getting more in on my shop, but just check them out. I'll have them linked in bio below. And besides that, just want to thank you guys again for supporting, watching this video. It's been pretty awesome, as I say in every video, all the support. So hopefully we can keep it up. I'll be coming out with another review pretty shortly, which will be really exciting because I'll have another special guest local to the area. And comment down below a couple things if you like the Rollo at all, and two, if you're going to try it on the Halo plastic, what you think about it. I'd be curious to know. But besides that, like I said, thanks again. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.